Comoros. Na tegedem es sadid, no ja?
Me undem velo de akosach. Qued drogeset.
Es eniedem olfargarwi, afra vinzet.
Nasni genta olmara heda. Sa vegem kontachid kariden gör. Samel done gada seg, esra deem fravindem enam qualnedau e vigi. Ana targmerau es en ketelan.
Es follad, sages ersienadau e dagas vir suis rigem.
Es kasug firacheda. Na teged mu quasadid. Gaidam quese puisikach da regu.
Oh, ka Ad regmu quas suis dortin oil. Ad velden ole vig duis.
What we're made of!
Not ma dulce dat me ansabegen. Quoi essa renhoixa essa? Na ein Wert sinen on wegen. Es follad dissunident e hanimem digalag sen naman damen.
Budvelem tarbem ente essa. Samele no leire noixa denes henesem kahawelan.
We're under attack by savages!
Anedis orme!
Orber is broken!
Nanad ma dat me ansabegen!
Flee und wench at Hokagi.
Wissam Sivar Hassanem Alemem. Rektida!
Koitsa verdendo non orgi kent. Moments tege dachen sadid.
Anilain. Na en medneche.
Stonke dem drog. Se undus avoquel vorgenidis marag mader cassa luchtom sketelag. Sagnastu varlechele.
Dag, es ovun varem. Namada meundo e crimo dere jam siund beru wind jechtin mifradi.
Nas kom sheda. Province crimoderem vokwelemen.
Berend Suis. Ja is oleg vel olenane darknet. Org de saklaju marag. Sagene beg sientem gaidi de echte hesharedude.
Vergei var vorir huisen niknar la ula.
Hello, Forkan.
Bertir Simad. Can I help you in any way?
We found this weapon in the basement of the ruins.
How incredible. Let me take a closer look, will you? It is a blade of iron, therefore foreign to this island. It is old. I would say it dates from over 100 years ago. The style is elegant, although the rust has already begun its destructive work. It should be restored. Perhaps then we would learn more. In any case, it reminds me of the work of the people of my continent. But that is of course impossible. That an unknown people reached this level of craftsmanship, that they managed to reach your island long before us. It's absolutely fascinating. Did you find anything else?
There were other items, but they were very damaged. Too many to carry.
I see. That was to be expected. If you allow me, I would like to keep this old weapon. Perhaps I will learn more by cleaning it.
Please. It's too rusty for me to use anyway.
Thank you for your help. This is a great discovery.
Can you tell me more about these ruins?
Alas, I am not specialized in the study of ancient civilizations. However, all the scientists in my country know the numerous sites left by the civilization of Astria. They are an ancient people who inhabited our continent before my country and the others existed. However, their architectural style is very different from that of these buildings. It seems to me that they are old, but not as old as those of Astria. Their architecture is, however, strangely familiar, and it reminds me more of more recent buildings that one of the peoples of the continent might have built. But that doesn't make any sense. How would they have gotten here?
Have you ever been to these ruins? Were you able to see them up close?
No, unfortunately. I would love to, but the people of the village made me understand that it would be very frowned upon. I am a stranger here. I don't want to risk being thrown out for going into a forbidden place. Given the shape of these buildings, I'm pretty sure they must have a basement. Is there anything else?
One of the missions we were given was to help those who are ill in the village. We have to find out what they're suffering from and how to treat it.
Yes, I heard some of the villagers were ill. I do hope it's not too serious.
Some of them are very weak and barely able to walk. They started off with headaches and loss of balance. Their vision also seems to be affected. I hope it's not the evil affliction you told me about. The Malachor?
No, it's not that. The Malachor turns your blood black. While it can also affect vision, it doesn't sound like what you're describing to me. What you're describing sounds more like a quicksilver poisoning. But that would be very surprising.
What is quicksilver?
A liquid metal. It is sometimes used as a treatment for certain illnesses, albeit in very small doses. It's quite dangerous.
Isn't that the same metal that miners use to recover the large shining scales?
They told us about a liquid metal that they have to mix with the gold, and then they heat it up. They say they've been told not to breathe in the smoke created by the fire, or they'll go mad.
That's quicksilver, all right. It's true that it is used to amalgamate gold. It's very dangerous to breathe the fumes when it's heated. And as I said, you must absolutely not ingest it.
But our friends haven't gone mad. They don't work in the mine, and I'm sure they haven't eaten the miners' quicksilver.
Yes, it's very strange. But they must have consumed it in one way or another. And I recommend that you find out how. Quickly. With the plants on this island, I think I can create a remedy. Or a sort of purgative treatment, to be more precise. Something that will cleanse your friends' humors of the quicksilver fumes that are sullying them. But if they continue to consume the poison, it won't do any good.
Thank you, Furkan. We're going to do everything we can to find out how they could have come into contact with the poison.
Let me know what you find out. I'll start looking for suitable plants, just in case. Is there anything else?
Goodbye, Furkan.
See you later. I'm sure you'll carry out the tasks entrusted to you brilliantly.
Thank you.
A drag dead.
Door mij een boek.
Stop! Who are you? And what are you doing here?
My friend and I are the future Donegada of the village on the lake. And Shedar is our protector. We'd like to talk to your chief.
The captain? Well, follow the path. It will lead you to his quarters.
Salutations, stranger.
This is just what we needed. This is just what we needed.
Halt! Move along, move along. You have no right to be here.
Why do we have to move along? What's going on?
Someone broke into the storeroom and stole an important object. Something that the captain ordered. Until this matter is resolved, no unauthorized people are allowed to go near the storeroom.
Hello. Are you the chief of this fort?
I'm the captain, yes. Who are you?
We're from the village of Vigeshvar. My friend and I will soon be Donegada, and Sheda will soon be joining the warriors.
Vigeshvar is Minan's village, isn't it? Oh, he's a fine man. What can I do for you?
The trappers' hunting practices have led to the disappearance of animals in the region. Their traps kill everything indiscriminately, and our clan will soon run out of game.
This same game is also what you provide to us to feed our troops. It's a tricky situation. These brainless brutes are boars. I'm not surprised they're causing trouble, but they do have permits. Well, I can't let them starve your village and my troops. My men will send them to hunt elsewhere.
Thank you, Captain. Some of our people are sick. We've collected various things that may have poisoned them, and we'd like to...
This sort of thing is out of my hands. Speak directly to our doctor.
Thank you, Captain. Our leader asked us to bring you a message. He has to leave soon to join the High King, and is worried about the gift you promised him.
Oh, alas. That damned book was indeed delivered by boat some time ago, but it's since disappeared. It was stolen. Oh, I've had searches carried out throughout the camp, but so far I've had no success. The lack of discipline in this godforsaken place is exhausting. I haven't lost hope yet. I may still find it, but unfortunately I can no longer promise anything. I'm sincerely sorry.
When did the gift disappear?
A few days ago. The night after receiving the goods we were waiting for from the mainland. I checked that the book was what I was expecting, but no sooner was it put away than it was stolen.
Where did you put it?
In the storeroom. And those buggers hit hard. They smashed through the cage and wrecked the chest it was being stored in.
That must have been loud. Did no one hear anything?
Whoever did this must have known exactly how the camp worked. They waited until the guards making their rounds were on the opposite side of the camp. There was only one guard on duty when they broke in. They knocked him out, the poor bugger. Well, he obviously couldn't tell us anything. The strangest thing is that although there were other valuables in the storeroom, they only stole that book. Anyway, if you want to go and see for yourself, don't hesitate. Just show this pass to the guard on duty.
We'll leave you to your duties, Captain. Goodbye.
Goodbye, young people.
Mekasin. Sages radeem vorrede e luchton tenneis igino.
Hello.
Are you the healer of this fort?
I'm the doctor in charge, yes. Do you need my help?
There are people in our village who have fallen ill with a strange disease. It's something we've never seen before. They suffer from headaches and dizziness and have become so weak they must stay in bed. Others have started to show the same symptoms. It looks like quicksilver poisoning. We believe that the miners are releasing it into the river water and are unknowingly the source of this illness.
Really? Have you ever seen quicksilver poisoning before?
No. A wise man from your people lives in our village. He told us about it. And since we know the mine uses quicksilver to extract the gold...
If he were that wise, he'd know that when gold and quicksilver are heated, the quicksilver completely disappears.
We brought some samples to test in order to know for sure. I think you have some way of finding out.
Yes, there is a way of detecting this metal, even when it's mixed with something else. Let me take a look. Where did you get these disgusting things?
The mud is from the miner's waste. We gathered it on the banks of the river that flows into the lake our village is built on. The fish came from the same river. We found it dead near a spot where our people fish.
Well, I highly doubt I'll find any quicksilver, but I'll do the porcelain test. It's going to take me a while. Would you like to wait here or come back later?
We'll wait for you.
All right, I'll get right to work. I've done the tests, and I can't believe it.
Is it quicksilver?
It is, and I can't explain it. Of course, it's possible that the miners didn't heat the mixture sufficiently before washing it in the river, or that some of the metal was spilled on the riverbank. But I'd never have thought it could poison fish, or the people who eat them. It's an incredible discovery.
That's all well and good, but our people are dying because of your mine and your quicksilver.
Yes, but nobody had realized it. They were indeed very careless, but there was no ill will on their part. There have been many cases of miners being poisoned. Most of the time it's because they'd breathed in the fumes. In any case, I can prepare a remedy that will help your sick. And of course, you'll have to stop fishing in the river altogether.
Die we dag fishi dachi? Tuk dem echter eshem aboy lames de nauneam.
Na smeo in em tugt. Why do the miners risk being poisoned if they know the fumes are dangerous?
Some people think it only happens if you're clumsy, while others think they'll be fine if they take the treatment regularly. This is often true in the short term, but the long-term consequences of poisoning are almost always fatal. Yet it's hard to quench the thirst for gold. I understand that your people don't attach much importance to it. But where we come from, gold makes the world go round. Anything can be bought and bargained with gold, including lives.
What does the treatment involve?
Your patients have accumulated poison in their bodies. This treatment will help them eliminate it, but it will take time. In the meantime, they'll have to rest and stop eating fish. Would you like me to make it for you?
Thank you, but we'll have to think about it first. I'll leave you to your work. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Na siempen linquidau nemi dawina base. Ogolei nes igi ar sarenaik sa ovunag. Es radei da sibe dent. A coridi dent. Var hasqua wint henjedem.
Anilain, es ra adiven. Bud vel em adreug mes daelo mevas. Renat kasur arlandag kasi.
Mens request?
Radidames adiven everach.
Kogwenoi dochtam.
I'm sorry, but this area is reserved for officers of the fort.
Oh, what do you want? Move along! Chop chop! No one's allowed near the storeroom.
The captain gave us a pass to examine the place our king's gift was stolen from.
Let's have a look. Okay, fine. You can come in.
Were you on duty during the break-in? Did you see anything?
No. I'd done the rounds. It was dark. I was just sitting there when all of a sudden I was bashed on the head. When I came to, the cage was open and it was too late.
Are you sure you didn't see anything?
Nothing. My mind is completely blank.
Where exactly was the gift?
In a chest, which was placed in a kind of cage we used to store precious objects. Everything was locked, but they forced the cage open and broke the chest. Real brutes.
Was anything else stolen?
No, but there were other valuables that would have been much easier to sell off. But who knows? Maybe those thieves had a thing for precious books.
We'll have to be careful. Regder ta irsa nervlogem. Ork der samel kangenan.
Eshare ud binidau dag de mademe beg samel sa. Sags mewinem farberduer koished beg atach.
I can't do it. Traneg donei quesesa. Kaad richtom estugem farber der da hangari neu kamidu requis aptegeda genesa.
Es quest renaixamen. Forvar shid moi renaixa quedeset. Etauisa kaolat.
Budagda ovar shediedu neimanda esa do oglen di quedes a quest. A quest ed arbaru karnab. Hello, Captain.
Hello, young people. Is there a problem?
While searching the storeroom, we found this object. Do you know what it is?
May I see that? It's a bolt cutter. They must have used it to force the cage open. Normally, this type of tool is used to repair machinery. Maybe the Intendant can tell you who borrowed it. He keeps records of that kind of thing.
We'll leave you to your duties, Captain. Goodbye.
Goodbye, young people.
Good day. Are you the Intendant?
Indeed. How can I help you?
I'm trying to recover our High King's gift, which was stolen from the storeroom.
This break-in is an embarrassment. What will people think of the Alliance now? The Captain was furious. Anyway, I'd be glad to be of assistance, if need be.
We found this tool in there. The thieves left it on the ground. We believe it was used to break in.
Yes, it's a bolt cutter. We use them to repair machinery.
The captain suggested checking your records to see who last borrowed one.
Let me take a look. It was last borrowed by the woodsmen who work on the hill overlooking the docks. I remember now. They said they needed it to fix a jammed cartwheel. But come to think of it, it's not the best tool for the job.
Did you see or hear anything during the break-in?
No, I was asleep when it happened. Unfortunately, I won't be of any use to you in that matter.
Do you think the woodsman could be responsible for the theft?
I doubt it. Why would woodsmen steal a book? Even though it's a precious book, they'd have a hard time selling it off. If men like that decided to break into the storeroom, they'd steal other things. Although, admittedly, they were the last ones to borrow the bolt cutter. Maybe someone stole it from them.
Did the woodsman behave strangely?
No, but I don't really check on them. All that interests me is how they and others use the equipment. And I have nothing to complain about. They're careful. Well, until they borrowed the bolt cutter, that is.
Do you have tools in your inventory capable of smashing a chest?
That would depend on the chest. A hammer and chisel might do the trick, but it would take time and be noisy. If it's a wooden chest, an axe would be a quick but risky way of opening it.
We will leave you to your work.
That's certain. There's always more work here. Hello.
Did you know that someone broke into the fort's storeroom?
I heard about the incident, yes. And what does it have to do with you? Is the captain hiring natives now?
The stolen item was intended as a gift for our king. We'd like to find it. Could you answer a few questions?
Why not? But make it snappy, we've got work to do.
We found this bolt cutter on the floor of the storeroom that was broken into. According to the Intendant's records, the last person to borrow it was you.
Yeah, but so what? We needed to fix a jammed wheel. Someone must have stolen it before we could return it to the Intendant, and then they used it to break into the storeroom.
Your story doesn't add up. All the evidence points to you. And I'm sure it'll be enough to convince the captain to question you. Are you sure you wanted to come to that? Confess and explain yourself. We'll listen to what you have to say. Don't expect the same treatment from others.
You're not wrong. You'll probably be more understanding than the captain. We did steal the book. We should have been more careful.
Why did you steal the book? Does it contain secrets?
No, it's just a nice gift intended to appease your king and promote the Bridge Alliance. But we know their maneuvers. Here and on the mainland. We know how they work. They seduce with their so-called scientific progress, showing only their best side. But it's merely to better enslave you, to destroy your beliefs and your spiritual life. My country on the mainland has been fighting them for centuries. We can't let them win here. That's why we couldn't allow your king to receive this gift. We have nothing against you, on the contrary. But you should be warned. We won't let ourselves be taken alive.
I understand why you did it, and I'll think about what you told us. However, we must bring this gift back to our leader, who'll decide what to do.
Very well. But I hope you won't forget what I told you. If you care about your faith, don't give this book to your king.
Seldis. Es lorgon var he flar. Frichti dem teugen saloirg de sa andreba. Es dugem siem der streng der var he flare wegen.
Es drebanam runik de jam radidend e kombinoiga qui.
Hello, Doctor.
Hello. What can I do for you?
We need the treatment you told us about for our people who have been poisoned. Can you help us?
Of course. We'd better get started right away, since it's going to take some time. Come on. I'm going to need your help. Here you go. There should be enough to treat those who are sick for several weeks. If you need more, you'll have to come back and find me. They must drink this potion twice a day in the morning and evening. Drink a lot of water and rest. And above all, don't eat any more fish as long as the mine is active. I've told the head miners to be careful about the heating and any discharges into the water. But I can't guarantee it won't happen again. You'll all have to be patient. But those who are sick will recover.
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Please. I'm only doing my job.
I'll leave you to your work. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Lemma, Aragdes Shantanui?
Kahe sitinem ansiandawi, atrekt
Esmarag barem der Glendi Masierte.
Hello, Forkan.
Bertir Samad. Can I help you in any way?
You know that the mine is responsible for poisoning several people in the village. Because of this, we won't be able to eat any fish until the river flows clean again.
Yes, and I can imagine just how devastating that is for the village. What do you plan to do?
We can't just wish and hope they won't start putting quicksilver into the water again. We need to close this mine for good. Do you have any idea what we could do?
It would take an official order to convince the mine's directors that it needs to be shut down. I could make a fake one, but if we want to be taken seriously, I'll need an official seal. But be warned, it will only be temporary. No matter how good a counterfeit I'm able to make, they will eventually figure things out, and the mine will reopen.
Will the fort have one of those seals you mentioned?
They might, but they won't give it to you, even if you ask nicely. You'll have to steal it. You know what they look like, don't you?
I remember when you showed me your family seal.
You'll be looking for something like that, but bigger. Official seals are always more complicated. Is there anything else?
Goodbye, Farkan.
See you later.
Es dur me en boot to donega dag. Het welden alleen ik den.
Manama sienten dat na vagen tokon beri goida es de gong.
Way dahin on mir frichten.
Ag dreg dead? God sien for ready duis.
Berdem var has da de farnas e tuisagi da herigamar.
Adloreid si o lei triad. A fravin koi na corride machach?
Gasidu ere farnas ar donea oil de wind. Dir ja beiendol kellu en eden.
Kair? A koi vrugensin.
Toigen det sa donea da henie dem jagaluder teleme. Radit forkandem de. Esse namandan en leonemen. Anasienden dem exrued vinbar wind garanza regen.
Fravin de toisag?
Smeundenem em bovel da veru e farnasiden.
Tuig. Roi da me sies. Na siente tumi dend. Neis kumene doiga a natteren en mischen dent. Anong dagam. Sian ma anfredem en mische de galagem. Ja sia da quels de essa. Radidam qua inbarem ded. Es suis puisig. Ad loredbe, ad a suis ored.
Qua aulam se gavoia.
Qua aulam segereta.
die jaren te vloeien.
O die hier.
Es oleg loen me da elo duis sarenta. Quetient vregu da oredi duis.
Velde me nevenam verem neis luchtos vlanem. Ja frichtit samel kolde raguelam.
Fravin di quadradids. Toig damon ame vigem radid qua rabanonem. Velduem caidam dugidacht oleg joreach. Ag everadu da darigwedau voredi, sagna closdam. Forir na tiend enselo de lauer de fravendau qued boen ad boia vrectam. Ada verivaidu da yigidau de.
Rem da ergeden amenam e kasurfis he vemam e aganti bi. Ja kasug neemide. Samel sineis igi.
En simrenton, es dugemes confarweda ail, samel coldi contrumactas a quisger. Sient jag dasa neiman voredi bican, sagna sient bued dur echter elude.
Es frichtomem smeundem esse donegad. Radidem vorkendue rare feshem mar. Ament fledach bati farder gaidi. Essen ad boy quae orend de heita soidem shantamen gabanoni.
Magbocht. Quaisma siend en on mil frichtimen. Radidau qui en marag de agam. Na exredem olei sonegada deid. Fravinde se advad. Sient casur farde goidia guedau. Sag echter orkeni. Na de sunidad sadem oleg. Ademasuis, na vorida de shantan tahen ledach sadet madi.
Quod sientem vorredide?
Es radei da ordu raidag de da tegedach. De samenya matoigi esa, dam da heneslo ayigidau de. Ese ad boya kene onsuis lamandoid.
Foaidem jagam ja tu suidad suis hagledon kaolad. Avoredad sida suis jigam. Amifrogu es sed ka frag regauen vemam. Abut radei em na este feshon de henaban savegem.
Lemat esi feshon, ja freg niten?
Snegde ven nemam ene wenshem. Jam este feshon, aquan estem end, an nees ielem exredem ten caer. Es jigag ane dene renoixa, ja fravin sa nemam ag arula moi de jagam.
Fravinde da closta en agledon suis luchtos, a voglendi dent. Es balg meduis.
Ad lochedar ad jeirn. Vregdem quets meundem da vuie de vel.
Quel shedem jige da de oleden.
Qua awalem seg arenta.
Qua awalem seg adiern.
Quan berda de awalem var hasarenta. Fied sayaga malana, anes vrieges vasem.
Hello.
Oh, it's you. The others told me you saved them from the rock slide. To think that the Master didn't lift a finger to get them out of there. Thanks for helping them. Thank you very much.
We weren't going to let all those people die trapped underground.
Did you want to tell us something? Still think you're being poisoned?
Actually, we now have proof. The quicksilver you're using is what's poisoning the river, the fish, and our people.
There's no way. It disappears when you heat it up. You just have to be careful not to breathe it in.
I can't believe we're poisoning our own people.
I understand it's hard to believe, but the fort's doctor confirmed it. Some of the quicksilver makes its way into the river mud and the fish we eat.
It's a sad enough story, but you can just eat something else. Without this job, we won't be able to eat at all.
We're not the only ones who depend on this mine. Our families do too.
And you're willing to die for it? How many of your people have already died or have gone mad? Between the poison and the collapsing tunnels, you won't survive long.
He's got a point. Things might be different with a good leader, but this one doesn't care about our lives.
That's right. Let's go get the others and leave this cursed place. There are plenty of construction sites in Hikmet where we could work.
Thanks for opening our eyes. We're going home to our village. But the Master will find other miners, and it'll start all over again. The water will remain dangerous.
Budag da hadregau da eludes da radidaudet jam vregded.
Es virto. Quel shade en butbaik sedeis.
Hello, Chief.
Back again? What do you want?
We'll leave you to your...
Right.
Magtasid mad, kontakit dista hello e dead madi. Sag kaid marag vergeidi, eduven frag sient torrebi dead.
Close. Smeum emes tento. Samel rea donean ees vigi. Foidem jagam. Esed kase de regauen venam, sag vregat dovel. Bud dag dat da dogomberi begandes. A tegedach vregu vassem an nees tiernem to flanem an vigeshvar.
Jak? Es vierem es began klad magochsan kanui. Rensedam. To flanan vigeshvar. I vigem I feshi. Es kom farwed. Adivan fawed me. Ja, tigedam qua igeshvar.
Quel sheidem sientad ne sonigad vregu requeseis da hequillam saveri.
Fleidad. Sag mal inquidem sa menam arlinida nemidau nestiri, put vlanom oia.
Berde hawel si varhas.
Es
Beer deer. Es marag varem der glendi masient de hechredach kengedamdag. Karadem es karmag vorken noigdag.
Ja, serch a harlamad. Fared quies maesan farshedi e fravin qued radid.
Es olegloen me da eluduis asuneo jeuan.
A esiendem beruvar has eshantemen ja rendunded.
Cair? Na credem en edolmar. Ad lo redwe. Sian tam ca eor taurebima ergaidi da hei barroiga nodas. Togom verdis sa. Se unde renau ded da harmalen. Sian tad ca adriga qua alochtom.
Es oven warm de ma vradir. Radoida. Veniasico.
Na bro, oirog dem jagam. Ja jigi ut ide.
Push edema. Nasin vregu vasi.
Ah, a dreg dead.
Esses nois selena miam como rustusesa.
Oh, es allen se, but lauen dunkas. Togombe sad vid bogem. Nasmeonem ereum eferet esse veliam ked. Sages dur me fregam verberu dagde. Aradidam da sunkesem, emes ancan varsuis hab, das avede gigoigi genesis. Toigad carsur car hedonigada oil, mace oil siend.
Airag oleg mooi visje maro en au. Las kontarveda.
Es dur me en bud.
Berde hawel si varhas. Quid sient vregudis.
Fledem dorten jam, ad nuedis dani. Tegeden de da loiga ja orgend biemen neis edon. Adore de menjan neimident neis igem.
Tug dedels londem sa tortomen.
Veldem teugend ne solei morkedon de heronoikse.
Bo tom sa vegam. Sag bo san ma prok.
Quid krechtig neis dalem, krechtig neis luchtom kasin. Ag toit quid krechtig neis luchtom, de he krechtom neis dalemi. Minun diden de redau kokahagos, im quan binne drogacht, und binne den oil.
Mad. Esquai em samal donegada. Es radai da naraja vogel na nama suis luchtus. Sag suis dirikasan. Hansen sa torten fleded. Da gongaidi es milaneas enesis.
Ja, es toi gaga leuloin. Sag for heldent da haruigident.
Es mad. Dot si donegada. Es veldis da regu vasemno. En baragem bode de mad ja torebad suis oglendi. Comaroi sande toflan a me. Disene quem suisi ane vigem.
Alochedar ravev, data harla mata orgeni.
Ad lochedar, ad yernahach. Velames tu en baregem.
Es radeiem antrigem quaneis torten.
Beurtir si oleg.
Well shed am siented et core baroigi nodas. Varedin.
Quet mens aridengar? Es anken vardo da harlam de sonegat vir?
Radida kogwe.
Well shed am siented et core baroigi nodas. Varedin nies sebes.
Vagel intamad. Hagrid. Sankin vanida sonegada nui.